Okay. So you can't fix your camera right now, right?
No, I don't know what's happening.
Okay, no problem. Then let's get started with a couple of questions. So I see
Okay.
you're applying for the role of administration and sales level agreement management consultant. Is that correct?
Yes, that's right.
Good. Okay, so why don't you start by sharing a bit about who you are?
Well, as you know, my name is Alejandro. I'm 38 years old. I'm from Mendoza. I study economy and I made an MBA.
Hmm.
Actually, I'm working at Mendoza SAS.
Hmm.
I'm an administrative manager. I manage cash flow, bank accounts, current accounts of customer uh, and suppliers.
Hmm.
I also make reports for the decision making.
Hmm.
Well, since it's a small company, I handle all the administrative tasks.
Okay,
So
so kind of miscellaneous there. A little
yes,
bit of everything.
exactly.
Right. Okay, and what inspired you to pursue a career in economics and later an MBA?
Sorry, I didn't answer
Yes,
you.
of course. What inspired you to pursue a career in economics and later an MBA? What made you
Okay,
study? Yes,
what inspired me? It's a little difficult to say, but now it got sense because in the past, I
it makes
think
sense.
right now.
Mm-hmm.
Why?
Okay.
Because in the past, I thought I would like to study economy because um, the economy is the same here in the United States, in Russia, in every part of the world. So it's a good tool or to have for working everywhere.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So I have never worked outside, and
Mm-hmm.
now I got the opportunity. That's why it makes
Right.
sense right now.
Right. Perfect.
I studied an MBA because I wanted to have a, how to say, more vision or
A, a broader vision and a
further vision,
better
exactly,
impact in your
of
industry,
the
perhaps.
company, of the, yeah, in the industry
Mm-hmm.
and in the business, at
In
business.
the business. Very good. What's the most valuable lesson you've learned from your work experiences, your last work experience?
The more value lesson,
Hmm.
uh,
The most valuable lesson you've learned from your last
never
work
give up,
experience. Never, I'm sorry, could you repeat?
never give up,
Never give back?
up,
Um,
because there are many difficult situations, but
yes,
everything has a solution.
everything
It's
has a
just to
solution.
look for it.
Exactly. Very good. Okay, I like that answer. Why does working in a corporate banking or compliance excite you personally? Why do you want to work with a company?
Why I want to work in the bank,
Yes, for this
uh,
company.
in this company? Okay, I would like to work there because I saw their mission is to improve people's life.
People's
The
lives.
solution,
Hmm.
yes, people's lives. They prepare solutions for develop economic and social situation, and that's interesting because it's not a normal bank.
Okay.
In other banks, you said we must win money, money. This
Hmm.
is a
More
purpose.
human
Or
oriented.
yes,
Hmm.
and I feel identified with that. I have never
Okay.
had the chance on this opportunity, but I see it, and well, it's impact me.
Okay, it made an impact on you. Very good.
Yes, impact me.
What does success look like to you in a banking role? What does success look like to you in a banking role? How do you see yourself succeeding in this role?
This role, I think I can contribute with my experience I like the part of developing my professional career because uh,
Developing, yes.
developing my professional career because I study economy, I study an MBA, but really, really, sincerely, I have never applied it.
Mm-hmm. You've never,
Um, how to say? I think education is a good tool, but
yes.
I didn't apply it in the sense of technical
Mm-hmm.
decision sense
Very good.
because education um, open your mind and gives
Mm-hmm.
you some tools to solve situations,
Mm-hmm.
but doing technical analysis at a global scale, I don't know if it's okay.
I'm sorry, could you repeat?
I want to say in a global scale.
On a global scale, yes, yes. I'm sorry, there's a bit of an
Uh,
echo, so that's why I'm asking you to repeat, but it's okay.
no, no problem. I never use it in a global scale, and I think it's a good opportunity
Okay,
to do
it's
that.
okay. Can you describe a moment when you helped a teammate overcome a challenge?
Yes.
Think about it for a second if you have to think for an experience that comes to mind. Can you
Well,
think of an experience? Go ahead.
something that is common here in Argentina, as you know,
Mm-hmm.
is an established economy.
Mm-hmm.
So, in the company, we made or participate in a lot of tenders,
Mm-hmm.
government tenders.
Government
So,
tenders.
once you offer some items,
Mm-hmm.
and the government take its times to decide who buy, how to
Who
say
buys? Or who gets
who to buy. I want to say it's
who
okay.
they're going to buy from,
Who they're going
who
to
their
buy?
supplier is going to be.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it takes 30, 40 days time approximately.
Mm-hmm.
And May, the item is not in stock now.
Okay.
And you have to, uh, how you
It's okay. Take
say,
your time.
you have to deliver the correct item or better.
Right. Item,
So,
the correct
item, yes.
item. Yes. Mm-hmm.
I don't know if it's right to say item or say articles. Is right?
Article,
Article,
item.
no.
It's they're synonyms. You can use either.
Uh, I feel that article is a reader, is to read.
For a read,
No,
for a
is
reader,
to
right?
read.
Where you read articles,
I feel
right?
that. That's why I
Yes,
use
you can say
item.
item. You can say item.
Okay. When the item is not in stock in any suppliers, we had to travel to Chile, a
Mm-hmm.
more established economy,
Mm-hmm.
so
Right.
you can get more stock and well,
And that's how
uh,
you helped a coworker, a teammate
yes, to solve
to
that
solve
problem
the problem.
because in a tender you have to approach or approach.
Exactly. So there's no way back.
Exactly.
Once you've made the tender, you have to come through, right?
Yes.
Okay. Very good. Okay, so that's interesting. You could also mention how you optimized operations, for examples in Opesa, where you worked, right? Just giving you a few ideas. Um, let's move on to another question, okay? I'd like
Okay.
to know how you handle disagreements with a colleague or a manager in a high pressure situation.
Okay. How to manage? I'm
How do you handle disagreements? Mm-hmm.
disagreements. Okay. I discuss.
Mm-hmm.
I always keep calm. I analyze the situation.
You analyze
Uh,
the
I
situation.
think in moments
Mm-hmm.
or days. It depends on the situation.
Right.
And then I discuss again, trying to negotiate and being finding an agreement point.
A middle point, right? Okay. Um, what's a moment in your career you're really proud of, Alejandro?
Um, the moment I'm proud is
I'm
when
proud of?
sorry, how I
Uh,
say it.
yeah, the moment I'm proud of
The moment I'm proud of is when I start working here at
when I
Mendocino because
started working here.
yes, it's not
Yes.
good.
No, no, no. You said when I start working here. When I started working here.
Yes,
Very good.
at Mendocino
Hmm.
because it was a big opportunity to be in a position that you have the decision making. How to say
Role.
the role of decision making. It's okay
Hmm.
that
Yes, a decision-making role.
decision making role.
Hmm.
Um, and well,
That's
handle a lot of variables. It's okay to say
hmm
that.
uh, variables,
How to say,
variables, as in
see,
different factors that can in um, let me just look it up for a second. Let me just use my cheat sheet for a second.
okay.
So this um variable. I mean, you can say variables, it just you need to put it in context. So like economic variables, the
Yes,
social
economic variable.
variables.
Yes, some are economic variables, another cultural variables.
Hmm.
And with all that variables, you have to take a decision, and you need to
To make a decision.
yes to make a decision, and you need to know that everything could change, can change.
Okay. Very good. Okay. Tell me about a time you took a risk in your career and what did you learn?
Take a risk.
Yes, that you
Uh,
took a risk in your career and what did you learn?
Taking a risk is
In your career, yes. When in your
yes,
job, by, I don't know, for example, um, you can say that you learned from you can mention an experience and say that you learned, for example, to trust your instincts because you made you took a certain path where everyone else thought that it should be a different way, for example, and I'm just giving you some ideas that you hear.
yes, yes. But I can remember anyone because uh, hmm, well, it could be ones that when the cryptocurrencies were on the news,
Okay.
I thought, well, let's buy this machine that mine crypto,
Mm-hmm.
so we can get a better profit,
A better
uh,
profit. Hmm.
a better profit. So there were persons here in the company said, no, that's it's very risky. It's very expensive the machine. Okay,
Hmm.
let's try it. And
Right.
when we do it,
When we did
it
it
was
in the
when
past,
they did it, um, it was a good decision because now the cryptocurrencies are,
are
how to
high,
say,
are very valuable right now, right?
are very valuable.
Hmm. Very good. So what you learned there was to trust your instincts, for example,
Yes,
that you made
yes.
the right choice. Very good. Okay, let's move on to how do you balance your work demands with your personal well-being?
Sorry.
How do you balance your work life with your personal life? For example, here you can mention hobbies and how they recharge you.
Well, I one of my favorite hobbies is playing football with my
Hmm.
friends. I also like to play the piano.
Very good.
And
I read that you teach piano, right?
yes, right now not because I don't have much time, but I
Right.
used to do it in the past. Yes.
Okay. Very good.
Uh, but everyone that wants to learn, I'm here to
You're always
teach.
willing to teach. That's
Yes.
great. Can you mention two weaknesses and two strengths that you consider that you have? Two
Okay.
weaknesses and two strengths?
Two witnesses.
Or start off by the easy one, two strengths that you have.
The easy. Well, I think the best strength I have is resilience.
Resilience.
Resilience, yes.
Hmm.
Because despite of everything, as I told you, I never give up. I always try
Yes.
to look for the solution. Uh,
Yes.
I
Very
am
good.
very detailist person,
A detail-oriented person.
detail-oriented person.
Hmm.
Uh,
Detail-oriented. Hmm.
Sometimes I'm a little disorganized
A
of
little
the
disorganized.
because of the how to say when you have a lot of work,
Well, because of the workload, for example,
workload.
or tight deadlines, or the workload.
How to say that's a new word for me. Workload. How do you say
Workload
that?
es la cantidad de
Ah,
trabajo.
okay, okay. It's a composed
Compound word.
word.
Hmm.
Yes,
Workload.
a workload.
Hmm. Or according to the workflow that you have. ¿Cuánto trabajo entra?
Okay, okay.
Hmm.
But when I make a pause, it's okay. Pause.
Yes, when I take a break, when I take a pause, or when I take time for
When I take a
myself.
pause, I try to get on the track again and well try to be more organized.
Okay,
In
and
that
try to be
situation.
more organized. Very good. You're working. It's good to stress that you're working on on being more organized and working on your weaknesses, right? So, okay, let's start closing the interview, okay? What's a personal goal you're working toward, and how does this job fit into it? What's a personal goal you're working toward, and how does this job fit into it?
Well, as I told you,
Mhm.
my personal one of my personal goals is to develop my career, to
Develop my career. Mhm.
develop my career because here, as I told you, it's a small company.
Mhm.
I can grow. Anyway, it's
Any
okay to say
further?
grow
I can't
further.
grow any further.
Okay,
Hmm.
grow any further.
Hmm.
So I think it fits to me very well. This
It's a
and
good fit because
it's a good fit because it can I
help
can
you.
grow further
Very
here.
good. You can grow as a leader in finance, for example. Yes?
Okay.
Grow as a leader in finance. Why do you feel you're the right person to join this team?
Why? Sorry.
Why do you feel you're the right person to join this team?
That's a good question and difficult to answer.
It's a difficult answer. Well, with these ones, you want to highlight your experience, your passion for finance, your personal qualities like empathy and integrity, for example. Um, with this kind of questions, what you want to do is highlight that kind of thing, because of your experience and what you can bring to the table for the company, for example.
Sorry, how to say to highlight?
Highlight is resaltar, to
Yes,
highlight experience, passion for finance, and personal qualities that you have that may contribute to what the bank needs, right?
yes. But mainly, I think that, as I told you,
Mhm.
I feel very identified with the mission of the company.
And its core
So,
values. Hmm.
yes, its core values. So, this uh, moves me. Is okay
I'm
to
sorry,
say. How
this
to say? Esto me mueve a trabajar para,
this drives me
to work for the company.
very good. Okay. To be interested in this role, very good. Okay, and finally, a question that is very common. What are your salary requirements?
Okay, that was one of the points that I discussed in the last interview,
Okay.
because here for Argentina, I put a salary that is okay for here, but there to live in the United States is so different. The cost of life,
Cost of living, yes, cost of life is
cost
very
of living.
different. Hmm.
I put 13,000 pounds.
Pounds or
That
dollars?
is dollars,
Oh,
dollars, sorry.
yes, okay.
But per year, but
Hmm.
it's very few for
It's
there,
it's very little for them.
for them.
Hmm.
And she told me, don't worry, don't worry. I understand that. I will put another number. I
Hmm.
don't know how many.
Oh, so you don't know how much you're
So
you're applying for yet.
no, no,
But
no. But I estimate that is about 100 or 150 per
wow.
year.
Okay. Very good. Very good. All right, Alejandro, our time is up, sadly. Thank you very much for your time. You did a very good job. Okay. I'm gonna take this, I'm gonna stop recording now.